So in the last class, we discussed the different types of respiration, the types of respiration, and at last the complete breakdown, how the breakdown of food happens. That all the types we discussed. Now, the respiration in human beings we are going to discuss. It's like the digestion in human. We have a digestive tract. Similarly, here also we have a respiratory tract. There is a series of sequences there. So that also we discussed in our previous classes. So let's see. The main organs of the respiratory systems are starting from nose or called nostrils. Then the nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, tracheae, bronchi, then bronchioles, the lungs and diaphragm. So look at this diagram. This is the schematic structure of what the respiratory tract in human body. So look at that. First of all, itself, before going to the mechanism, just here itself I am introducing the words clearly. We know the starting from the nose or nostrils, because that is a organ through which the inhalation and exhalation takes place, right? So look at that. After nostrils, through a nasal cavity, then it is entering to a long tube that is called what? Pharynx. And through the pharynx, then it is moving towards the larynx. And the larynx, we know it is a familiar word, because the larynx is also known as what? The sound box, because the vocal cord is present in that sound box, larynx only. Then after that, only the main structure of the respiratory system starts. So starting from nose or nostrils, then nasal cavity, then pharynx, then it is moving to the sound box or larynx. Then from the larynx it is going to look at that, it's a red color, the thick red colored structure, that is called what? Tracheae. Okay, tracheae is the name. And if you look at closely through the tracheae, there is a like earthworm, we know it have a rings are there. Similarly, in this tracheae also have so much ring like structures. And why this tracheae has a ring like structure? Because we know it is like it is, for example, some long plastic agarbatti, it is inside the plastic cover na. So if any water or air is there, then it will be in a rigid structure. It can withstand, not a problem. But if there is no water, if there is no air is there, then what will happen? Then the plastic will be congested, it will be fold. So similarly like that only, always we know through this trachea what? Air is going, coming. So if there is an air, then this trachea can stand, not a problem. But sometimes if there is no passage of air is there, then what will happen? Actually this trachea, it's like a cartilage, it's like a rubber band like that. So if there is no pathway of air, then it will be collapse. It will become like a plastic, I said, it will be collapse. So even sometimes there are situations, the passage of air sometimes for a fraction of seconds, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, there is maybe no pathway of, because we know at the time of sleeping our breathing rate is very, very less. Okay, so if there is no air is passing through our respiratory tract, so this trachea it may show a tendency to collapse. So to not happening that, to prevent from this, this trachea have what? The ring like cartilages. It's very, very important question, why the trachea has a ring like cartilages. That is because later also we will be studying the mechanism. Because if there is no passage of air through the trachea, then there is a chance of collapsing these muscles, or there is a chance of collapsing this trachea. So to prevent from collapsing, the trachea have what? The minute number of ring-like cartilages. Okay, come to the next part. So we know there's a ring-like cartilages are there. Then after that cartilage, look at that, it is dividing into both sides, left side and right. We have a pair of lungs, and the trachea, from the trachea one end is going to the right side and another one is moving to the left side, which means both the trachea leading to the two lungs. And look at that, look at the left side, this one in the diagram, right side, in your left side, look at here. From the trachea, look at that, there's some white like a pipe, like, right, one from the main branch which is arising from that trachea, and that is called what? Bronchus. What is bronchus? Similarly, this opposite side also there, but that they are not showing, only one side it is showing. So look at that. So look at from the main trachea, there's a main branch, the white color like or yellow color like something is coming, that is called what? Bronchus, the main branch. And look at again, from the main bronchus there's again so many branches, like a tree branch, like so many branches are going, and each small branches are called what? Bronchiole. or plural we can call it as what? Bronchioles. So clear? So look at tracheae. From the tracheae there is a main branch that is called what? We can call this bronchus, singular, plural is bronchi. And then from the main bronchi there is a small many branch like branches are arising. It's like a tubes only, like what we can call blood or something like that. It's a branch, so many branches are arising, and that branches are called what? Bronchioles. So tracheae, bronchi, then bronchioles. And within this each small minute bronchioles there are so many blood vessels. There are so many blood vessels are present, and that is the very important part of respiration. And that each small bronchioles contain a sac-like structure. A sac-like structure, like a balloon, like small balloon-like sac-like structure, and that is called what? Alveoli. What is alveoli? Okay, I think the diagram, look at the left side at last, alveoli. Okay, clear? So from the tracheae there is a bronchi is coming, or bronchus is coming, singular bronchus, and from each bronchus there is so many branches, that is called bronchioles, and from each bronchiole there is a small sac like structure that is called what? Alveoli. And this alveoli is the main site for gases exchange. Generally we will be say the gas exchange is happening in the lungs, but within inside the lungs there is a sac like structure that is called what? Alveoli. And this alveoli is the site for the exchange of gases, and this alveoli increases surface area for gases exchange, and this alveoli is known as what? The site for the respiration. So clear? And this is the main mechanism. And except this, we also know that the diaphragm and rib cage, I think it is 7th standard something you studied, right? What is the function of diaphragm and rib cage, and the alternate movement also we know that also later coming. So these are the main respiratory tract in human body. Now the same structures only it is given, these are the terms. One time look at that. Once air enter through the nostrils, and we know that our nose contains hair and mucus. What is the function of this hair and mucus? To prevent or to trap the unwanted foreign particles, to trap in our nose, okay, and to prevent the entering of dust particle. Then through that nostrils or nasal cavity, then it is passing through pharynx. Pharynx is also a narrow tube. Then through pharynx it is going to the larynx, that is a sound box, and then followed by tracheae. We know that tracheae is what? Tracheae is a part which is dividing into both lungs, left lung and right lung. But the important thing is trachea contain what? Cartilages, ring-like cartilages, to prevent the collapsing of trachea when there is no air. Then look at the trachea has a rings of cartilages which prevent it from collapsing when there is no air in the trachea. Then look at that, trachea leads to bronchi. Singular is bronchus, and each bronchus there is so many branches, that is called bronchioles, and that end in a tiny sac like structure, that is called what? Alveoli. And alveoli is nothing but so many blood vessels, and that is a site for exchange of gases, and which also increasing the surface area for the exchange of gases. And look at this is the mechanism of breathing. This is the lower classes you studied. Look at, which means whenever inhalation and exhalation happens, what happening? Look at these two diagrams. First of all, the right side, that is a inhalation. So inhalation, look at the bottom of this bottle, there is a diaphragm. When the diaphragm is coming down, what will happen? That balloon will be expand. That is a inhalation. When we inhale, what will happen? Rib cages will be expand, diaphragm moves down. And what about the time of exhalation? Whenever exhalation means what? The lungs, the rib cages will be contract, comes down, and look at the bottom diaphragm is moving upwards, which means moving towards the normal position. And this is already, you know, that 7th standard you already discussed. So that's it about what? The mechanism of breathing.